Hey, Stabby baby, eldest, esteemed guest. First time, long time. Just want your perspective on something. So me and my fiancée recently bought a house. We're both millennials. The only reason we were able to buy this house is because of what a good deal it was. And a lot of people in the town we're moving to, as well as, a lot of our friends, coworkers, family and stuff kind of think we're nuts for going with the house anyway. Just wondering your perspective. So, turns out about 3 years ago, there was a really high-profile murder at our house. I don't want to dox myself because it's a small town, but it was on a very well-known episode of a true crime show. Turns out the wife killed the husband, shot him like 11 times, ended up dragging him into the basement and, burying him in concrete down there. Yeah, the floor where they did that is still kind of fucked up, just in case you're curious. And, I'm not a super person, stitious or otherwise, but a lot of our family and coworkers and stuff think we're kind of nuts for going with the house anyway. But, hey, we're millennials, and how the fuck else are we going to buy a house? So just wanted to know your perspective. Should I be looking out for ghostesses? Let me know. Love the pod. Love you. Take care. Take it easy,
This
baby.
is awesome. The economy is so bad.
I'm wondering how they afforded a house.
The economy is so bad that to be in your 30s, the only way you can afford a
You gotta
home
get the Menendez
is
house.
if there was a brutal murder, not just a run-of-the-mill slaying. That doesn't even knock down
Brutal.
$20K off the asking price. You need to have an episode of a Netflix series dedicated to your home. You need a gruesome murder where also it involves the foundation of your home. She buried him in concrete in the basement. This bitch went to fucking Home Depot and got the quick dry cement, quick mix cement.
I'm like, gruesome slaying and home burial. That's pretty good. Are there any murder suicides in the neighborhood? Maybe we could get a better deal
Listen,
here.
11 shots.
11's
That
crazy.
bitch was pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, a 6-shooter. That is
11's crazy.
11's crazy. And then drag him. Have you ever just tried to pick up a drunk friend?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's like my mom's-sized lady
maybe
dragging that dude down the fucking
she could have
stairs.
been a WNBA small
And then into the
forward
basement.
size.
Oh, can I tell you a story that happened in
Please.
Baltimore
Yeah.
just like this? This is also true. You can look this up. I even have a
Please.
link in my phone to
Yeah.
it. This would have been 1990, let's see, 5/6, December. I'm working, I get a job at UPS. Shout out to UPS, Baltimore Hub, Primary 1, Joy Avenue. The first job I get is a holiday helper, driver's helper on Christmas. I'm living in Arbutus on Elm Road, and the driver
Arbutus.
is picking me up
Yeah.
at my house. All I got to do is walk out onto my porch, and here comes my UPS ride. He's picking me up after next day airs. Next day airs got to be out by 9 a.m. Then he's picking me up on my porch, and we're going 9 to basically 9 because it's
holiday season.
in all those houses, right? So UPS's rule at that time when I was working was you knock on the door. If no one answers, you take that package, you put it out of sight, out of weather. All right. So I'm knocking on this house in Arbutus. I'm knocking on the door, and I can clearly hear people in there, but they're not answering. Knocking, not answering. We're hustling. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, they're in there, but they're not answering. He's like, all right, go around back, leave it out back. So I go out back, I put it on their little deck, out of sight, out of weather, and I knock back there again. And I can hear shit going on in the basement.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So we leave, and we do our whole day.
Yeah.
When we get back to the warehouse that night, one of the supervisors comes up to me. He's like, how about that weirdo on your route today, huh? And I'm like, what? We're in Baltimore. Like, which one? They're
of course.
every block.
Of course.
And he goes, the guy that murdered the people. And I was like, what? That house that I'm knocking on, this guy, it's in there too. He owed money to people in Carroll County. Okay. And we're talking like under $2,000.
Oh, man.
Maybe even under $1,000.
Yeah.
He drives out to Patapsco State Park, meets these two guys, kills them while he's there. Okay. Puts them in his car, takes them to his house. What he didn't know is one of the dudes had just had a baby, and the baby's in the car. Baby was fine. Baby was fine.
My God.
But the reason that the police were called is because the mother was like, hey, my boyfriend went here to meet this guy because of this, and this is where he lives. And so they go to the car, baby's fine, and they go to that guy's fucking house. Listen,
Yeah.
While I'm knocking on this motherfucker's door, he is burying both those bodies in his fucking basement.
What?
Stav.
You're,
On my life. Here. Hold on.
you're like, sir, your shovel. Sir, your meat cleaver from UPS.
I think I got
You
it.
got
here.
it?
Halethorpe man convicted of murdering 2 Carroll men after $225 drug debt blamed in killings. A Halethorpe man accused of killing 2 Carroll County men over a $225 drug debt and burying them in his basement in 1994.
And I'm out there, UPS! UPS!
What?
Was convicted on 2 counts of murder in the Carroll County Circuit Court.
Jesus
This was in
Christ.
2018 too. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So he hit a water pipe and busted everything. So the bodies are floating. So he can't hide them now.
Incredible.
So we're like, do we need to go to court? And they're like, no, man, this is like Detective 101.
Yeah.
This is the guy, blah, blah. They go there. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm hearing them down there. And I'm like, I hear them. Bang, bang, bang. Dude, and here's the other thing about that. I had no idea it was that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah.
He's the type of piece of shit that had cars sitting on the yard. You could have sold to my buddy Shannon at the junkyard in Baltimore for $200 and paid that
This
debt.
was easier.
He went and
A
killed
double murder. Jesus Christ.
double murder.
Wow. Yeah, the Reaper's always around you.
So I wonder what that house goes for.
Oh, yeah, that's a beauty.
I wonder what that house, because you're right. It's not just like, yeah, this old person passed away
Right.
here.
Or
it's
even-
a brutal.
Even like an intruder gets shot.
Sure, self-defense.
It's not even like, or even a simple murder. Like, it's not even like a simple murder. It's like a fucked up, crazy murder. And that's a very good, because here's the thing. If we're talking in medieval times, you probably kill a guy and then you're like, nice, he's got an awesome shack. I'm gonna kill him. The economy's gotten so bad that people need shelter so much that they're like, nice, someone was brutally killed. I can afford to take their rancher.
Yeah.
Like, we've gotten so poor that like energy, like that's the thing. Talking about vibes and energy, that's the level of like comfort we were at, where we've gotten to like psychology. And then above psychology and psychiatry, we've gotten to like mystical vibes and stuff. People are so impoverished, they're like, I don't give a fuck.
How many kids were killed here? We'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like an Epstein, like I wonder what Epstein's house is going to go for. I wonder if they can. Didn't somebody buy Little St. James, Eldest?
What's Little St. James? What's that?
That's his house? That's the island.
I didn't even know.
No, Little St. James.
Oh, that's the island.
Yeah.
I just thought it was called Epstein's Island.
Epstein Island. Yeah, child island.
Oh, interesting. It was purchased by J.P. Morgan Securities in 2022.
Was
Wow, just a cool company that doesn't do any evil. Probably nobody on J.P. Morgan's board ever went to the island. Yeah, I wonder why they bought it. They're like, ooh, that's a good. Oh, I remember those beaches. Those are nice. That's fucking. Anyway, this is a great question. Would I live there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's fucking, like, I do, unfortunately. The older I get, the more I believe in like energies and like things. Now, I would need to know specifics, right? Because if this is like a crime of passion, but if there's like real evil involved,
Right.
here,
If this guy was a piece of shit, what if he's the piece of shit and she finally had enough? Then I would feel like, okay, this woman's
I
being...
agree. There's something like, was he an abuser?
vindicated,
Did
yeah.
he like do anything horrible? Was he cheating? You know, like cheating doesn't obviously excuse murdering, but it's like, is this guy a complete piece of shit? Now, if it was the kind of thing where it's like a happy, normal couple moved in here, and 6 months later, the wife is fucking taking a shotgun to his head and no one knows what happened. I might skip that one. I would literally need to look into this and know what happened.
Hold on. You're my realtor. At
Yeah.
what point do you tell me this?
Right. I'm like, well,
Are you telling me right in, or are we in the tour now?
I think what happens
Where are
is
you
like,
telling me?
I think what happens is you come in, you're like, wow, this is a great. Listen, as you can see, the tree-lined streets, it's beautiful. The school up the block actually has just gotten a huge grant, and they're building new portable classrooms, and they're really investing in their theater program. If you have a child that's a performer, these beautiful windows, they're actually recently replaced. You're gonna love this. This carpet all new. Nah, Now, there were some reasons that had to get replaced, but
Can you take us down to the basement real quick?
the basement right now is actually there was some damage to the basement. There was, there's a couple things. There's some mold.
Oh, okay.
There's some brains and the viscera of a murdered husband. But it's really like we're clearing out the mold.
Wait, you said something there?
I said there's mold and there's a little bit of brain matter and viscera from a murdered
from a murdered
man. It's unclear if it was manslaughter or murder. But really, let me tell you this: the basement needed a new coat of paint anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what? After excavating the body, you actually gained 3 feet of extra storage space. So actually, what was a 6 foot bare? I mean, you'd have to crouch.
Basement
now we're talking. You have 9 feet. I mean, this is you gained a whole more. You have usable ceilings. I mean, you could put in fact 10 feet. I think you could put a basketball hoop down there if you really wanted to.
Shit, I
think that's how I would.
It's a great pitch, bro. I'm in. I'm putting an offer in.
Would you, Eldest? Would you live in this place?
Shit.
I'm kind of with you on the energy thing, but every man has his price.
Has his price, absolutely.
For the right price, I think I would.
Yeah.
I think I would.
See, he's the guy that's going to outbid me because I care if it has
Of
morals,
course.
and he's like,
Of course.
So I think I would personally love to learn as many details as possible.
Right.
Just so I'm never like in the basement doing laundry and like guessing like how did she kill him? What happened?
Yeah.
But I feel like if I know it as clinically and through as possible, I could live with myself if I save like 50 grand on the house or something.
50? Oh, 50.
Oh, okay, I was
Or
gonna say.
whatever it is. I mean, yeah, I think so.
Now, what if you live there and everything's actually great, and then like 3 months in, you're like, kill your wife.
I'm gone.
Or you wake up and your wife is standing over you.
Well, that is the only reason I would pause, because I don't really believe in like the supernatural shit per se, but whether or not the energy is like real, I believe just knowing that could drive a man mad.
Right.
And it's like whether it's some occult shit or whether it's like
The placebo
you just
effect.
go crazy because you know. I do believe that could be a very legitimate risk.
Right,
So that's the
right.
only thing that would give me pause.
Interesting that you're weak-minded.
Can I ask this question?
Yeah.
What if you buy the house and you find out that later?
I think you could probably get out of that contract.
If you wanted to, would
I
you?
would guess. I would, yeah, I think, well, first of all,
What if you love the house and then you find out
I would
some man
probably
was brutally murdered?
I think you can probably sue for some amount of money. Like, I'd need to get the discount.
Get a better deal.
I need to get the brutal
Get a
murder
better deal.
discount. There's no way I'm not getting that.
brutal murder.
At a minimum, I would do that for sure. But I think what we are seeing here is that the economy in the world for most people is so bad.
Yep.
We have regressed maybe a couple hundred years. Because I bet you in the 1800s, no one gave a fuck. You know what I mean?
Well, that lady might not have been able to afford the mortgage that killed him, so she can go to prison. You know what I mean? Because the housing market's
3
so
square
bad. You know what I
meals,
mean?
you know,
She's got a place
all
to go.
Yep. Maybe she
Consistent.
wanted to. She's been watching Orange is the New Black. She wanted a girlfriend late in life. Who knows? But that's a great question. This guy does not seem to give a fuck. And I would say, hey man, if it doesn't bother you, keep rocking.
That's it.
Keep rocking. Good for you, brother. It would be nice if people could afford homes. You know, if not without people being gruesomely killed in them. But you know, now we're getting too greedy.
Yeah. That's what home shopping is all about. Just
Sure.
the opportunity cost of, what's it worth to you?